This is part 2. To all glory be to God. I want to give you some biblical scriptures where you can go to. You can study for yourself and understand why it is not appropriate for you to put a Christmas tree up in your home and decorate it. In Jeremiah 10 verse 2 and 4, it says, "Be not like the heathens that go out into the forest and cut down the tree and bring it back and fasten it down and decorate it and then give glory to the tree." They had in New York where everybody came out to see the Christmas tree because it was decorated so, you know, great. It was just astonishing that this tree was so beautiful. They was giving glorification to the tree. They didn't come out to give our praises to God. They came out for a total another purpose. Now, also, we want to understand that December 25th has nothing to do with Jesus. December 25th has nothing to do with God. We have been taught to tell this lie to our children. And then when our children get old, they tell the same lie to their children. And now we are generational cursed with the lie and giving glorification to something other than God. Think about it. We work, we struggle, we go through trials and tribulations, and then comes Christmas. Don't get me wrong. I love the spirit of giving. I love the spirit of wanting to nurture and educate, to show your appreciation, you know, for what God has blessed you with. You know, I love that spirit. But we cannot be affected by these pagan holidays that have been implemented into our society. If it is having you disobey God, then you as a parent have to stop it. You have to be able to draw the line and say it stops here with this generation. And teach your kids right. We've been taught to lie to our kids and say when your tooth come out, put it under your pillow and the tooth fairy is going to bring you some money. Why we didn't say God is going to bring you some money? You know, we want to give praises and we want to glorify everything else besides God. We want to even, for the atheists, we want to even give praises to a big boom. Well, the big boom is what caused us to be here on earth. And for someone to say that, they have a lack of intelligence. Because if you look at how the earth is designed, it's systematically designed, and it's unbelievable how the earth in itself operates. Like when God make it rain, he brings back up the water from the ground, from the earth, through the fog. Not only that, but God even has the moon and he has the sun, and the moon doesn't have light on it. The moon borrows its light from the sun. Now, you have to remember back in these times, you had sun gods. That's where we come up with the day Sunday. Now, the Christmas tree, when you look at the very top of the Christmas tree, it's a star. But it's not just a regular star, but it's a star that has points coming this way, that way, that way, because it's a symbolic meaning of the sun. These were sun worshipers during this time. The balls that you put on the tree symbolically represents the sun. Everything that you do with this tree has nothing to do with giving glorification to God. When you lie and tell your children that it's another identity that blesses you, then you're associating partners with God. You're giving glory to something else besides God. God said give glory. He gives his glory to no other. I want you to understand that even if December 25th was Jesus' birthday, Jesus never told you to worship him. Jesus never told you to celebrate December 25th. Now, if Jesus never told you to celebrate, and you are a follower of Christ, if Jesus never said celebrate Christmas, celebrate my birthday, and you are a follower of Christ, then I ask you, what are you following? See, Jesus never told the people to buy gifts, get drunk, eat pork, and have a big celebration because I was born. Because you know why? It wasn't about Jesus. It was about God. And this is why I keep telling you that the biggest trick that the devil has played on us is for us to associate partners with God. And then what we do as people, we overlook the lie as if it's nothing. And we continue to participate in these lies and have our children to participate in these lies. So what we do is we have our children to be disobedient to God. You're teaching your children to associate partners with God. You're teaching your children to be disobedient to God because you're teaching your children how to live a lie. Because any holiday that you put in front of me has nothing to do with the glory of God. Santa ain't never talked about God. None of the cartoons, none of the Christmas carols, we don't give glorification to God, but we want to rush to the store on Black Friday. They talking about it's a depression. I mean, it's a recession. But it was $10.7 billion spent alone on Black Friday. But it's a recession. No, it ain't a recession. What I want you to understand is that when you come into divine knowledge of God and you read the Torah, you read the gospel, you read Psalms, when you read the divine guidance of God, it ain't no lies in it. It don't have anything to do with making up a lie and say, okay, we just gonna live this lie out and act like it's okay. You got churches, preachers that say, yeah, this is the day that Jesus was born. If the Bible don't even say that. But you force this lie upon the masses of people, ministers, reverends, popes. You force a lie upon the mass of people and say this was the birth of Christ. Let's celebrate. The lie that what you are forcing up on them is an unavoidable global trend that has deteriorated the minds and the thinking of our human race to be disobedient to God. Because on this day, you're doing